Man, you wake up some mornings feeling all energized and ready to take on the day, and then you wake up some mornings, yeah, it feels like you didn't even friggin' have a sleep. Well, I discovered something with this camera that's kind of funny and annoying at the same time. You listen to the audio right now, and it sounds pretty good, right? It's not too bad, not too bad. Let me figure out how to hold this thing. So it's like, ha. Did you hear how I just got a little tinny there, and then all of a sudden it was fine? Guys, when you put this screen up, it sits right behind the mic. It actually causes this effect where the sound will echo off the screen and reverberate back into the mic again, giving it this like oversampled tinny as balls sound. That's weird. Also, it's sweet. I just figured out how to turn off the touch screen. Don't need a touch screen. You can use a damn dial for the same thing. I can just use this camera like the 730 HS. Figured it out. No more touch screens, so now I can touch the screen all I want. It doesn't do any focus crap. We're good. Oh, for crying out loud. Not suitable for advertisers because of the frickin' name, Dirty Lungs. So apparently there's a new rule with YouTube, eh? They don't review the video until it hits 1,000 views. And that hasn't happened in a while. So there was a request made to bring back Flyer Day in a previous video. And the only problem with bringing back Flyer Day is I don't get flyers in the mail anymore. All my flyers I get now come on my phone in the form of an app called Reebee, which is the Canadian flyer app. I don't know what you guys use in the US for that, or if they do, they've got to do flyers in the US. Like, holy crap, we probably stole it from you guys. But that's how I get my flyers now. And I don't really see the people outside going door to door with that, and I really don't want to accumulate all that garbage anymore. I think the less flyers they get distributed and the more people consume them online is probably better for the environment, because it takes a lot of trees to pulp down to make that paper probably. Unless it's made from recycled paper, then that's okay, but I'm not saying I'm an environmentalist or anything, but like, trees make the oxygen we breathe, so we probably shouldn't kill them just so we can have paper with products on them, you know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna pass on Flyer Day. Like, it was a fun thing in the past, I will admit, you know, looking at the deals and all the different things, and, you know, the stupid Flyer Day song and all that fun, but I think we're gonna, you know, pump the brakes on Flyer Day for the time being. I really should have wrote down what I wanted to talk about today. Remember yesterday on the vlog I said, I got something I want to talk about, but I think I'll save it for tomorrow's video. Well, the problem is I went to sleep and I forgot what the heck it was I was going to talk about, so that's an issue. That's gone with the way of the dodo, but ow. It is what it is. But one thing that has been confirmed is, yes, this Christmas I do work 3 to 11, which kind of sucks. I won't be at my parents' house Christmas Eve, because I think... Let me just change hands with the camera here. I can touch the screen, nothing's gonna happen. I turned off the freaking... Oh, this is dumb. I got a video to upload and a thing to make. Crap, I didn't want to do that. Oh, what am I looking for? The calendar. Holy crap. Pull it together there, bud. Yeah, oh, that's August. I'm going in the wrong direction. So, Christmas is on a Tuesday. So, Monday the 24th. I work 3 to 11, and my parents usually do Christmas then. It's, that's when my brother is available, because on Christmas Day, like back in the day when I had the second family life, I would do Christmas with my parents on the 24th. We'd go over there at night, me, the ex, my brother, all the whole family, and we do our Christmas then. And then Christmas Day, I would have to go to the ex's parents' house, and the ex's grandparents' house, and the ex's dad's house, and I'm glad Christmas is so simple now. But with me having to work 3 to 11, I'm going to have to miss Christmas at my parents' house. And then Christmas Day, I'm working 3 to 11. So I don't know. I asked the boss, because normally one of the 3 to 11 guys gets it off. And on the schedule right now, he gave it to one of the guys down south, which is kind of upsetting. It's like, okay, thanks. So I got to work Christmas Day, 3 to 11. The only way it would work is if I get home at 11 o'clock at night, try and fall asleep, which won't happen, and then wake up early and rush to my parents' house to open presents Christmas Day. But they usually like to do things Christmas Day, so I don't know. I probably won't be doing Christmas with my parents until December the 29th, because that's the way she works. And then New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, they have me scheduled in to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 8 to 4, 8 to 4, 8 to 4 the following week. So that's more money in the bank. That's the way I see that. So this year, Christmas is pretty much shot. But after this past week of drama, I don't expect things to get better with this team. I've already put in my request to go back to static days, and I'll see if they take it serious, because 2 reasons. Number one, this team sucks, and I really don't want to play the role of El Rata Guf Policia and have to rat them out. Like, I really don't want to do that. I shouldn't have to do that. You know, quality assurance and team leads and all that, they should be the ones monitoring the statistics and seeing, okay, how come Adam is doing 80% of the work after 5 and the other 2 are idling and doing 10% each? What's really going on? So it's like not my job to be El Rata Guf Policia. You know, that's not in my pay rate or my pay grade or whatever the hell they say. So instead, I'd put in a request to go back to days. And number 2, guys, being on days would help with the diet so much more and with the workout, because I could schedule things. That, and I would also get every damn weekend off, which would be pretty freaking sweet. It'd be nice to go back to that. Like when I first started this job, I worked Monday to Friday, and the only reason why I went to after hours was because they started cutting hours. So they're like, listen, we're cutting everybody back to 4 shifts a week. Some people work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, have Thursday off, work Friday, then Saturday, Sunday off. Other people have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, which would be the preferred thing to do. And the people who are really good work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday they just work till noon. And you're off Friday at noon, and then you're back in Monday at like whatever your respected time is. That's a freaking decent shift too. I could totally enjoy that one. Also that there's a 33-hour week. You know, it's kind of sad. Like, I always worked, like at Ontera, it was 40 hours a week. At the call center, it was 43 and a half hours a week, just shy of that overtime. You know, well, it wasn't until I started working at the vape shop where I was making less than 40 hours a week. I was making 33 hours a week there. No, 30 hours a week there, which kind of sucked, but whatever. And then I got this job here, and I started off making 36 and a quarter hours a week and dropped down to 33, and now I'm doing 32 hours a week. So it's like, man, like people don't want to work or don't want to work you. And it sucks because I like making money. Like, who doesn't like making money? Like, that's the reason why we get jobs, right? Is so that we can make money, so we can support ourselves and stuff. And it's like, give me the freaking hours. If other people don't want to work, I'll take it. But it also sucks because originally, October 20th, I was scheduled to be off. I wasn't supposed to be working that day. And now I'm working that day. I'm working, like that was going to be like this week here. If I was still on my old schedule, this week here I'd be working days. Next week I'd be working nights. Like, I'd start my shifts. Like, I'd be off next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then I'd be working Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'd be working Saturday the 13th, off Sunday the 14th. Then I work the 15th, 16th, and 17th. Then I would have been off the 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. That was the old schedule. The problem now is because I'm on this new schedule, I have to work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. on the 20th, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. on the 21st. And that's my buddy's 40th birthday party. I had all plans on going to that until I got cocked over and put on this new shift, which really, really, really sucks. And originally on Christmas, I would have been working days. So I would have been... everything would have worked out so good if it wasn't for them moving around the after-hour schedules because of performance issues. Because the team I got put on just couldn't hack it. So they figured, well, you know, the team I was on, like, we were classified as the dream team. All the management said, man, you guys are doing so well. You're doing great. So their solution was, well, let's split up the great team. We'll put one person on each other bad team. And maybe we can, like, you know, dilute the suck with good. But all they did was, like, they cocked everything over. Because I'm the kind of guy where, like, if I was working on the 20th on my old shift, I wouldn't have said, yeah, man, I'll be there. I'll go. I would have just been like, yeah, man, I got to work. And that's how I am. I plan my life around my work schedule and go with it. And then this comes in. Like, originally on Christmas Eve, I would have been working 7 to 3. 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. So I get off at 3 p.m., go over to my parents' house. We have dinner at 5, open presents by 7. We're done by 9 because my niece needs to go to bed. She's, 3-4 years old. So I go home at 9, pass out, wake up the next day at 7. Well, get to work for 7, work till 3, then go to my parents' house for Christmas dinner. That's what originally the plan was. But now that I'm working 3 to 11, it just destroys the entire operation and makes it hard to do anything. So I already talked to them about it, and they understand. They're like, well, is there anything you can do to get it off? It's like, I don't know if they comprehend the way it works. Like, there's only 3 of us on. Theoretically, there's going to be only 2 of us on because they gave one of the guys down south the time off. So it's like, whatever. It is what it is. Like, it sucks that I won't be able to be there to see my niece's face when she opens up that stupid unicorn, because that thing's freaking hilarious. That's the only part I really don't like. It is what it is, right? Just another freaking holiday. It's the way she goes. Anyway, I need to get dressed and get ready for Friday shift. Get this one in the bag. And next week it's an easy float shift. Monday, Tuesday, 8 to 4, 8 to 4. And then Saturday, Sunday, 8 to 4, 8 to 4. Then Monday from 8 to noon, Tuesday, Wednesday off, and then Thursday on night shifts with Team Slow-Mo. There we go, all dressed for work. Yup. Ready for work, boys. You're probably saying to yourself, holy crap, Adam, a Batman shirt? What the hell's wrong with you? That's not very professional. You guys ever seen that movie Office Space? You know, the one where they punch out the printer and do that scam where it's like, oh, we're only going to take a fraction of a cent off of every dollar, so it's going to take forever for them to realize that we're still... Okay, you remember how every Friday was Hawaiian Shirt Friday? At the office, I kid you not, every Friday is Superhero Shirt Friday. Everybody wears a superhero shirt. My boss is probably going to be wearing a Superman shirt. I'm pretty sure one of the guys there, he's a tall, lanky bastard, and he always rocks a Flash shirt. He kind of looks like Sheldon from Big Bang. So I've had this shirt in my inventory since like 2008, but I stopped wearing it one day when I went over to my buddy's house and I was wearing it. He's like, "You're not Batman, you're a fat man," because I had a gut. I was fat. It's true. I haven't been able to wear this shirt since because it was just too damn tight on me. Like, I look like Philadelphia Collins from friggin' Trailer Park Boys whenever I wore this damn thing. So I just kind of hung it up in the closet and put it to rest. Never bothered with it. And today I decided to put it on to see if it fits. And my goodness, it fits. It fits well. Yes, it's a large. It's not an extra large. It's a little tight on the arms. A little tight on the chest too, but it fits. My gut doesn't stick out the bottom, and I don't have to keep asking people what you looking at my gut for. Alright, well, it's go time. Time to go to work. Gonna let the dog out real quick. What time do we got? Who cares? Gonna let the dog out, and then while he's out doing his business, I'm gonna feed these guys and get my protein. I'm bringing a protein shake with me to work because shakes all day! Alrighty guys, we are done for the day. The weekend is here. I am stoked the weekend is here, boys. So stoked. Sorry if you hear anything weird, it's my shaker bottle for my protein shake that I brought for lunch. I'm so happy that the weekend is here and this friggin' stupid shift is over. Monday is double tax and a half day. Working 8 to 4. Tuesday is regular day. Then off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then go back in Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, and then going off Tuesday, Wednesday, then night shifts. But Monday's only a 4-hour shift, so it's like you wake up, you show up, and next thing you know, you're leaving. Not a big deal. I asked the boss if he wants me to stay later that day. Actually, I walked with my boss today and said, so how do I get what the other guy got? And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, off at nights and back on days. He's like, why do you want to get off nights? And I said, you know, help out with the diet and all that and have a good schedule. And Jesus, Murphy, this thing still does that, eh? Just blacks out. I thought I fixed that. Sorry about the video and the driving, guys. This camera is really sensitive to lights. The fact that this is a silver truck and I'm blasting in the ass end with my lights, it's not helping. That and this guy's coming up with HID, so I'm pretty sure that's going to blind the camera. There we go. I told him, I said, you know, with this diet, now it would be a lot easier to be on a Monday to Friday, 8 to 4, 9 to 5-ish like schedule. So then I could schedule my life around that, you know, and every day have my workout around the same time. Set up a meal plan. I said, right now it's a pain in the ass. And he's like, well, you look like you're doing good on your diet. And I'm like, well, you know, whatever. Like, I'm doing okay. I could do better if I had a schedule. I was able to stick to it and actually got into a sleeping pattern. It wasn't all over the place sleeping. It's like 1 week my body's so used to sleeping when it's dark out. And the next week it's like, oh, well, sun's coming up. Time to go to bed. You know, it really kind of messes you up. Rooster ain't crowing no more, boys. And he goes, well, I can't really honor that anytime soon. And I said, is there a reason? He goes, well, we kind of need you on the team. And I said, oh, why is that? He goes, well, since you moved to that team, there seems to be a lot more productivity on there. I said, yeah, have you seen the correlations? He's like, what? And I'm like, have you seen the reason why? And he goes, no. And I said, I don't want to be El Rata Goof Police here. I don't want to rat anybody out. I don't want to cause any extra issues. All I'm saying is when the stats come out for the week, have a close look at my shift. And he went, why? And I said, just do it. Just give her. Just take a look. You'll understand. And he's like, why? Is there a problem? And I said, look at the stats first, and then talk to us as a team. And we'll see how this plays out. He went, okay. And he goes, is that the other reason why you want off that shift? And I said, yep. I said I would prefer to be on days than to work with those guys. I said, that's all I'm saying. When you get the stats, look it over. So I didn't really rat anybody out, but I did say that I would rather be on days and get reduced hours from 32 to 29 than to work with those guys and basically have to do all the work, which is pretty much what's happening now. So my boss understands. He's going to look at the stats on Tuesday when he comes in because he's not in Monday. And when he sees what he's going to see, I'm pretty sure he's going to be pretty mad at the team that I work with. Guys, I fill up a gas so often I keep having to ask myself, what side is the gas tank on? Because I keep freaking forgetting. Alright, I'm going to throw some fuel in this thing. I was going to do it tomorrow, but meh, we're here now. And I'll be right back. Actually, I'll talk to you guys when I get home. Peace. Well, let's see what $100 gets you in gas. That's not too bad, just under full. I can deal. Finally home, finally home, finally home. And right now, it is freaking freezing outside, and stupid me left his damn window open upstairs. So this house is probably an icebox. Actually, it's not too bad. Okay, I guess you gotta go take a shit. Man, it's so funny. I've been looking at the weather today to see what we're gonna be this weekend, see if we're doing any outside activities. Guess what we're not doing? Outside activities, because it's gonna frickin' rain. I might just say, you know what? Screw mowing the lawn again this year. Do like I did last year, just let it get long, let the snow pack it down, let it kill it all off. And then next year we'll just mow it. But I need to play the game of get the snowblower to the front, get the lawnmower to the rear. So we're gonna have to do some garage cleanup. Tomorrow's probably not gonna be the best day for that. I got some running around to do, got some things to take care of. And I got a super sick deal from a guy who watches the channel. I don't know his YouTube username. I know his real name now, but I don't know his YouTube username. Not about to name drop him. That's a dick move. You'd never do that. But he's got a computer on Kijiji for sale, and he's like, hey man, if you're looking for a PC to do some video editing, I got just the deal for you. And he cut me a deal, so that's even sweeter. It's a Ryzen 1600X. I think those are like 3.6 gigahertz, and they turbo boost all the way up to 4. They are overclockable, obviously. 6 cores for more chores. 12 threads. 16 gigs of RAM. NVMe. Samsung 970 SSD. 2 terabyte Seagate. Probably going to blow up in a month hard drive, but that's okay because I got hard drives coming out the anus upstairs that I'm just not using. The motherboard has 6 spare SATA slots for more hard drives, which is really good. And plus I got all those SSDs upstairs too that I could easily chuck in there for some quicker access storage. Oh, what else? Oh yeah, it's got a GeForce 1060 6 gigabyte video card. So that'll be great for rendering in Sony Vegas because it loves NVENC and it loves crushing those CUDA cores. Looks like it comes with a monitor, some RGB mouse, some RGB keyboard, not sure on the brand. Picture wasn't clear. And as for the price, well, I prefer not to discuss that. It's cutting me a deal. It's a really good deal. I already looked at all the different parts that it has and went, yup, this is a good deal. And it's actually going to be cheaper than what I was originally planning to do, which was order one of those DIY kits off of Newegg with the board chip RAM, and then order a case, because I was looking at the Ryzen 2600, not the X, just the 2600. And I was going to stuff that into, and I was going to go with the micro ATX motherboard. This is a full ATX motherboard. Nice. Because I was going to do it on the cheap, and now I don't have to. It's all pre-built, ready to rock. It's a clone, like it's all parts I can take out and replace. So that's great. I'm gonna have to get a new Windows key. I don't know if I can transfer the Windows key off of this XPS over to it, but I don't think I want to do that either because I'm just gonna take this computer here, stuff it downstairs, and hook it up to the TV and use it down there on the television. I think this 960, yeah, Church says 4K with his 960, but that's my battle plan there, is to use that computer downstairs and to use the new rig for strictly editing videos. I'm a little stoked for this. It's gonna be awesome. Well, I'm getting kind of tired. I'm also pretty hungry. All I ate today was nothing. I didn't eat anything today. Literally, guys, all I had today was the fat coffee in the morning, or the bulletproof coffee, whatever you want to call it. And then for supper, I had a protein shake. I haven't eaten anything all day. I'm currently not wearing my Fitbit because I got to charge it. I got an email saying it was nearly dead. So I figured I better handle that before it actually does die. Yeah, do I have anything to snack on in here? Got an avocado. Maybe I'll finish off that cauliflower. Would you get out of the... Yeah, this cauliflower is getting kind of old. I'm going to kill that. Got to do some groceries. I got a bunch of meat in the freezer, but I don't really want to eat anything that heavy because, well, I'm probably going to bed soon. I'm kind of tired. Yeah, I've just been sleepy. Figured, you know what? If I get to bed at a decent hour, I can get up at a decent hour. We can get some stuff done at a decent hour, and then we can have some decent time to do some more stuff. And Sunday, well, more time to do more stuff. Parents said I can go over, but they're not really doing the Thanksgiving dinner. This is Thanksgiving weekend in Canada. So I'll probably, if I do go over, I'll probably just hang out and then leave. But I was thinking I might use Sunday to get more stuff done instead of visiting, because that might be a smarter idea in my brain anyway. So guys, normally at night what I would do is I would go downstairs and I put in a workout. It's pretty foggy up here. Let's go downstairs and shoot this part. There's actually 3 things I want to talk about here. One that I screwed up on, not sure how I pulled this one off, but go team me, because I did. When I was in the truck on my drive to work today, either I didn't hit the record button on the camera, or the file didn't save. You know what, let's get you guys on the tripod instead. That sounds like a good idea. Let's do another tripod video. Those are fun. So I have no idea what the hell happened there, because the drive to work video footage got bonkered, gone, kablooey, doesn't exist. No idea what happened. Not a big deal. Who cares? Whatever. I can't remember what I talked about then anyway. But the drive home worked, and I put it on manual focus too, so the lens didn't do that stupid getting blurry stuff. Still can't get the light quality thing to change, but that's what it is. Sorry about the squeaking. My dog's stupid. Oh, I gotta break the squeaker on that Fox. While I was upstairs, I was just editing up all the footage, and that's when I came across this. But then my boss ends up sending me a text message with, he's like, Adam, you need to check this out. Because I was talking to him today also about, you know, I'm worried when I lose my weight that the gut flap I'm gonna be like on Click, like Adam Sandler. He never seen the movie, so him and his wife sat down last night and watched it. And then he saw him laying in bed, and he's like, it's my flap, I'll play whatever I want. You know, he's like doing the whole flappy. And he goes, oh my God, is that what Adam's talking about? Oh man, I hope he doesn't get that. And then he remembered a video. So he texted me a video. This is gonna make sure you don't have a mud flap. Enjoy. I'm gonna share that video in the description down below if you guys want to check it out. This is all part of the fasting I've been doing. I've been doing it for other reasons, but the solution is called, was it autophagy or auto? Anyway, it's AUTOPHAGY, autophagy or autophagy, whatever. What that is basically it translates to your body eating itself. Sounds pretty bad, probably, but what that means is when you start fasting, your body goes into a state where it's going to start looking for old, broken, busted, mutated, deformed cells, and it's going to clean them. Deformed cells, for instance, the flap. Those cells are deformed. They're just there. They're not doing anything. All the fat's been sucked out of them, so they're useless. Your body will gradually start using those cells and bringing that flap in and basically converting those deformed, mutated, derelict cells into new building materials so your body can use them for other things. Muscle tissue, skin tissue, organ tissue, whatever the case may be. Same applies to the visceral fat. Remember I was telling you about that guy who was trying to get me to buy some $60 a week product to burn visceral fat? Well, that happens through autophagy. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Autophagy. Whatever. So, how do you get into autophagy? Well, you fat. When you start fasting, your body goes into a survival mode where it'll start looking inside of itself for any damaged, mutated, broken, dirty cells with junk in it and start cleaning it out and converting that over into bodybuilding materials that can be used for energy, can be used for new cells, reproduction. And let me tell you, your body has a lot of this, okay? That's the reason why that 382 fast that guy did worked, because he was large and in charge, and his body went into like a super state of ketosis and autophagy, and he was able to convert a lot of that fat and damaged cells into good working cells, and it helped him out a lot. Now I've already done 2 fasts. I did the 5-day and the 3-day. Both of them were successful, and both of them I noticed a huge change in my body. I used to have, like on my legs, I had all these like black marks and just damaged tissue. A lot of that is gone now. A lot of the scar tissue on my feet from the years of them being itchy from my crappy diet, a lot of that scar tissue is gone. My feet are starting to clear up. The stomach, like before this, it's hard to see, but like my gut used to hang down below my belt. So certain belts I couldn't wear because the buckle would dig into my belt and hurt me. I don't have that problem anymore because the gut doesn't hang over the pants. It was also so bad that when I was sitting at work, and this is disgusting, but I do apologize, my gut would sit on my lap and I would get a sweat skirt on my jeans because it was so hot in the office. And let's just face it, gut fat is heavy, and here we go, they're fighting. This is why it's hard to film down here with them two always. It would basically create like an insulated barrier on my pants, create a whole bunch of sweat, and then I would get up and then be like, I'm wearing black pants, but the top half's blacker than the bottom. A coworker would be like, oh, you're warm? And he'd pick on me, right? And, you know, now I don't get that anymore because the gut's sucked in enough. Still not wanting to, you know, tarps off and show you guys the bidet. But someday when I feel more confident. That's another thing, eh? It's like people who've been fat all their life are really, really conservative about showing their body. Even when they work themselves down, build a wicked six-pack, get friggin', you know, bodybuilder pecs and arms that can just bench press a house. You can always tell that they were fat prior because they're going to be very, very, very conservative in the clothes they wear. They're not going to show too much. They're going to keep their cards close to their chest, if you will. Friggin' spider just came down and said, hey, What a jackwad. So that's why I've been doing the fast. Now my problem is with the intermittent fasting, and this is why I mentioned I wanted to go back on days, is because being all over the place in the schedule. Like I just got off 3 to 11, next week I go in 8 to 4, and then after that I'm back in from 11 to 7, and I get that for 2 weeks, and then oh crap, now I'm back in for 3 to 11, then 8 to 4, and it just keeps revolving around. What's nice is if you're on a static shift, let's say you're on a 9 to 5 Monday to Friday, you could actually say, I'm going to wake up in the morning. If you're not the type of person who's hungry in the morning, then cool. Let's say your hunger time is 5 o'clock at night. So you wake up in the morning, you don't eat, you just have a cup of coffee, go to work, get your job done, come home at 5, eat your dinner, but then you don't eat anymore. You do that all throughout the week. You're going to get the effects of autophagy because you're fasting. You're doing intermittent fasting. Now, a lot of people I know who tried intermittent fasting but are not on a ketosis diet or a keto diet or a ketogenic diet, they have a hell of a time doing intermittent fasting because carbs spike insulin. Insulin triggers the hunger hormone called ghrelin. Ghrelin says, hey, get some food in here, bro. We needs to eat. When you're on a ketogenic diet, ghrelin doesn't get triggered a tenth as much. You hardly ever realize you're hungry, so you can go do these fasts. A lot of people on a traditional diet, 45% carbs, 35% protein, and the rest is fat. Those people there that are on that traditional diet, the one that everybody says is the one you should be on because it's not safe not to be on it, they're the people who are using some sort of a supplement like hydroxycut, which is literally caffeine, ephedrine, and willow bark. Or they're using ephedrine right from the health store, which is these little white pills. You take 3 of those and it turns off the ghrelin inhibitor so that the ghrelin hormone will never kick up. You won't be hungry. It's also good if you're asthmatic because it'll help clear up that issue too. But like a lot of the things they talked about, and I watched a couple other videos on autophagy and what it does, I realized I've been affected by it. Because one of the things it'll do is inflammation. If you have an inflamed brain, you're going to start experiencing bullshit like anxiety, like a form of attention deficit disorder where you just can't stay focused on stuff. You got to constantly jump around. And you guys remember me back in the day. Holy crap, would I topic jump in the vlogs. I still sort of do, but I'm not as bad as I used to be. Except for when I'm talking about the cat and dog getting into a fight because like it's happening in front of me and it's like, Jesus Murphy, guys, can't you see I'm trying to work here? And it's probably going to happen again because the cat's sneaking in. And no, she's going to do her own thing. That's good. But he's stupid. You want some pets? Oh, who's a puppy dog? Basically, the whole thing about the inflamed, and even the inflamed heart and the inflamed stomach, all that. Like I couldn't lay down in my bed on my right-hand side because if I did, within 5 to 10 minutes, I kid you not, I would throw up. And it was stomach acids. I had acid reflux so bad. This diet cured it because now my body runs on fat and I'm not eating as much as often. I should say I'm not eating as often. So my body's sitting in a state of aphagy or autophagy. Autophagy. So basically what I'm getting at is if you want to try what I'm doing, first get into keto because doing it on a traditional diet may be very difficult. Keto is the way to go. And I say people, do your research, do your homework. Don't let somebody at your job tell you, oh, that keto diet's very dangerous. I read an article on Facebook. Do your own research, look things up. It works. And like I said before, I'm doing this here to show you guys that you can lose weight without going out and spending money on stupid pills. Now for the third topic that I want to talk about. Things I want to do. Okay, so as you all know in this house, I have the power line set up. You know what? For this, I don't need it on the camera. Let's go take a walk. Are you guys about to fight again? Scampers, what are you doing? No. She gone. But yeah, as you all know, I have the power line set up, and the whole idea for the power line setup was basically to get Ethernet from one room to the other without draping a cable across the floor, right? You've seen it. I got the router in the bedroom where I sleep, but the Wi-Fi is disabled because I'm transmitting Ethernet through the walls of the electric system, the nerve center of the house, if you will, from one guy to another guy, and the other guy is right there, that thing right there. So basically, I thought about something the other day. Back in that corner over there, I got some Cat 5, but it's not the best kind. I was chatting with the network guy at work today about some wiring, and he said if I need some Cat 6, let me know. What I'm thinking is this wire right there, okay? That's some crappy Cat 5 from that box. I used to have it running from the bedroom, out the wall, into here, across the floor, into the back of my computer. Later on, I was putting in a switch when the Access computer came over here. We have more computers running. What I'm thinking is, it comes out the wall underneath one of these desks over here. This is a mess area. I know I gotta clean it. But it comes out under here. I'm thinking about running a Cat 6 under here, around the outer side of the wall, around here, and into the back of my router over here that I'm using as an access point for Wi-Fi. What that's going to do is give me true gigabit connection from the bedroom into here. Right now, the best I can do is 300 megabits a second over the power line because of the quality of the power wires in this house. So that there is going to give me that plug back. Now what I was thinking about doing with that plug, and I wish I would have done this prior to putting the ceiling up, and I should have, but I'm an idiot, was run a wire through the floor of that room right down to where the TV is and set up a jack down there. All I needed was one port. Just one port. And what I could have done was basically hooked up a hub down there, or a hub. Who uses hubs anymore? Jesus, Murphy, hubs are garbage. But hook up a switch downstairs, and then I could plug in things like my PlayStation, that Dell XPS 8300 when it comes downstairs to become my main thing for viewing Netflix and Crave and all my TV shows that I want to watch down here. How much that sucks when you forget to add ice and you already fill it up with water and you're pouring ice in your cup and you're just getting soaked. It's a pain. So basically what I want to do, I'm going to relocate the power line downstairs. I'm going to run an Ethernet into a hub and give I keep saying hub, guys, but I totally mean switch. That D-Link switch I bought when I was setting up the streaming setup. Remember a while ago I went to Staples and I bought that D-Link. What I want to do is I'm going to set that up down here to run the PlayStation, the XPS 8300. I got an Xbox 360 in there, but I never use that. I think that's all I really have that can need network down here. Oh, and probably that camera in there too, just so I can get it off of Wi-Fi. But first I need some Cat 6, so I got to talk to a guy about getting some Cat 6, and then I need the proper heads for it, because apparently the heads I have won't do it. Now I could just run the cable I have now, but I noticed that cable is only letting 100 megabits through, and the whole idea is to get better through output. Some of the computers are recording a gigahertz, and by that I mean a gigabit, but a lot of them are not reporting that high of a connectivity. And that's a problem in my brain. I want to get full gigabit, but the main reason why I want to do that is I want to get Ethernet downstairs for the PlayStation because Red Dead Redemption comes out soon, and let's face it, Wi-Fi sucks. And the third thing I wanted to talk about was I just watched a video, guys, on Ryzen. It was a 1800X, mind you. The Ryzen 1800X rendering on Vegas 15. Now that's what I use. Magic's Vegas 15 too, and I don't want to say I'm affiliated with them, because I'm not. I can't really get you guys a deal on it. But because of all the tutorials I did on Magic's Movie Edit Pro back in the day, they sent me a discount coupon for Magic's 15. So like regular the price was $3.99 Canadian, and I only paid $1.99 for the software. And the only reason, like when they told me Magic's Vegas 15, I'm like, oh, I wonder if that's like Sony Vegas. Then I realized it's not just like it, it is it. They bought it. When I realized they added NVENC encoding, like basically using your GeForce, your modern GeForce, your Pascal GeForce to render, that's a game changer. So something else that Magic's did that Sony never did was favored multi-cores, multi-threads. So Buddy had Magic's 14 and he did a render, and it took like 2200 seconds to do this render. I don't remember how big the file was, but it took him 2200 seconds without NVENC, just straight up using the CPU to give her. When he went to a Ryzen chip, so before he was on an Intel 7700K, went to a Ryzen 1800K, and it literally halved the experience. So all 16 logical cores were going at 92%. On Sony Vegas 14, the cores were hovering around 25 to 40%. That's pretty intense. When he introduced a 1080 Ti to the mix, all of a sudden he was going 576 seconds. He literally, from just upgrading from Sony Vegas 14, which didn't support NVENC, it supported CUDA, but not NVENC, to just by upgrading to 15, he brought himself from a 2200 second render time down to 500 seconds. Now I don't expect the same out of that Ryzen 1600X because, you know, it's missing 2 cores, which in turn misses 4 threads. So it's going to be a 6-core, 12-thread system doing from what Buddy sent me, it looks like it's clocked to 3.8 gigahertz. So I was wrong. I was wrong on that. But even that, 3.8. This Dell here is 3.4 gigahertz and she turbos to 3.7 on 4 cores, 8 threads. And it does like a 30-minute vlog in about 48 minutes. This thing here, this new machine, should seriously lay down some smack and pump these videos out super quick. And that's what I like. That's what I want. That's the whole reason why I was looking at Ryzen, and I was pricing out parts tonight and stuff, and then all of a sudden my Facebook went off. It was my fan page, mind you. So it took me a little bit to log into that because it's not easy to do from the Facebook chat. You actually have to use the Facebook app. And then I saw this guy asking questions. That's why I emailed him, because he wanted me to email him back and we could talk some more. So I emailed him and he told me all the specs, and I was like, you know what? This is a damn good deal. I need this. And that's why we're getting it. So hopefully tomorrow we can go pick that up sometime and things should be good. But guys, I'm going to end this vlog here, get it all edited and rendered up, and still got to make the thumbnail for the other vlog that I filmed yesterday and, you know, edited and stuff, and get that up to YouTube. But tomorrow is probably going to be a busy day, so we should be able to get some footage down, that's for sure. It's going to be a rainy day, so we'll have to figure that out. I was going to go to Bavarian Meats tomorrow and see about getting some bones and making bone broth, but I might back down because next week we're on days, and I have a feeling after watching these couple of Autophagy, whatever. After watching those videos on fasting, I think next week is going to be another fast. Well, I don't want to make bone broth or anything like that. What we're going to do is we're just going to fast. Because I really, guys, I really don't want to friggin' flap. Whole objective is to have a beach body by next summer so I can walk down the North Bay boardwalk and be like, the beach is that way. Get to the chopper. Anyway, people, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. Click that like button. Lets me know you liked the video, and I friggin' like that kind. Any questions, comments, concerns? Oh, down below they go. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel, because that's what you do when you want to get more content. And if you want to be notified of that content, ring that frickin' bell, that stupid notification bell. Some say it works, some say it doesn't. Hey, why don't you be a test pilot? Subscribe, hit that ring bell. We'll find out. And until next time, people, as always, keep on blogging.